welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We gotta go. We gotta get going. An end to the song. Eric is desperate to fly to Ishgar's defense. And we should get there too. Ishgar will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Let's. Know you then what this war portendeth. Yep.
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let's meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle, and together bring an end to his wrathful song. Alright. Getting back to Ishgard in style. My goodness. Let's go. All right. Oh, yeah. The bridge defense is not going well.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold.
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Oh, we're here now. Okay. Here we are. Wherefore standeth thou with these vermin, brother? Abandon this war, shade. The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten. A reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance, and be at peace. What soft-headed ramblings are these? Thy dalliance with this vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her glowing perfume hath made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's lifeblood. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved. Ah, so the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not thy fury on words, brother. We shall have need of it for the battle. So be it. In a whole tower. It's used as a weapon. Oh my. Thou art weak, frail Spellguy. A slithering worm who fawned on the vermin who should rather be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me. Glory not in the victory shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope I have entrusted to another. The eye. Thine eye, what hast thou done? Okay. Fool, thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength. I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair, and best the half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance. We'll see about that, won't we? Here we go. Probably. The final steps of faith now accessible. With a new regular duty. Not duty finder. Is it even a duty? Entrance. Final steps of faith. Imbued with Hesvarga's last sliver of hope, you stand at the forefront of your allies as the last bastion against the raging shade of Nidhogg. You have either resolved to conquer the great worm at the height of his power, or will Ishgard perish in fire and ruin. Here on the battle-stricken steps of faith, your deeds shall decide how the final verse of a 1,000-year dirge of grief and vengeance will be sung. 60 minutes time here. 8 people. Whole big deal. Level 205. Additional loot rolling explore mode. Yep. Unavailable. Okay. Limited jobs. Only with them. The final steps of faith. Have to queue for it. Alright. Faith. Maybe if one of your pieces is low. Let's check that then. Not that we're going to repair anything right now, but still. Durability. Oh, this is really low durability. Condition 1%. It's probably fine. Entry time 9 minutes. Maybe we can exit and repair. There's Freddy at the gate. Still waiting. Repair guys on this floor. Stores and such. Go to area. Plenty of repairs up here. That'll work. Backup board. Master. Melder. Repairs over here too. Vendor. Repair all inventories. Yep. Okay. For a whopping 2,000 gil. Repairs complete. Much better. Okay. What's the spirit bonds doing here too? Not much because they're new. 1% on the weapon. Anyways, that takes care of that. Let's get back out towards the area here. Mathematically appropriate. Waiting. Waiting. Guards and such. Venerable Temple Knight. You keep. Come back from the fight. Been shown the steps of faith? Yep. I'll be with you in a moment. Once 7 other people show up. In theory. Here we go. Light party. No. Full party. The final steps of faith. There we go. He's still gonna pluck out his 8 eyes for all the people that are gonna be showing up here. Something like that. Something like that. Oops, all melee. It's probably time we get defeated. Alright. Sure, it's gonna do a whole bunch of different stuff. It's gonna be great. Charge. Stand that. Give myself to this a little bit. There's fires. There's chaos. Gonna hit with that. It's yelling. Time's going. He's leaving. Where are we going? Oh. Really? Where's dragon? Right there. Maybe this far away too. There's also something. Other dragons. Shadow dragon. Yeah. Okay. We're all attacking some dragons here. Come on. Yeah. You trying to swing there from the Shadow Dragon. Ow. I'm a fool of daring versus my power with the darkened wings. My fury. Final versus song. Darkest Union. Kind of deal here. So my song. All sorts of bust happening. Stand in that. Alright. Spreading. Oh. Oh, you got hit pretty hard. Alright. Let's get it. Shoot that up. Hit him. Damage over time. Things sure are happening. That's two. Some death holes and stuff. Fiery. Fancy trick. Smack him over here. Get him. There's some big fiery orbs. It's probably fine. A little bit. Squeeze down. Center time. GG. 35 tombstones. And see from there. There, then. GG. For accommodation. Someone here. There you go. Excellent. And continue.
Estinian!
Oh, the eyes are still doing it.
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
This is not your hand, worm!
Thou wilt obey!
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued! You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Fantastic. Undone by mortal will. Is there now? Shade vanished. We did it.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
I'm not entirely sure about that plan, but, you know, depends what's actually in the abyss. Anyways. In theory, the eyes shouldn't have any power anymore. Hopefully. Hopefully.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Then our alliance hath served its purpose. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill and not mine eye which earned thee victory. The eye probably still helped, though. Thanks. I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelgr did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
That pillar is very much in the way. It's probably fine. Okay. Alpha no. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed, but no. The past is done, and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone, his foul spirit cast out once and for all. Only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Indeed. In the end of that. Heroes of the Hour. 5,000 experience and 583 gil. Okay. Upno seems distracted. Your battle with Nidhogg's Shade will beget many an epic ballad, and rightly so. It was without a doubt one of your most epochal victories, though I must admit that I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. Not only for your own sake, had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet, even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Yep. Important. Over here. Huh. Climb. I'm running. From the actual steps, it's probably closer than running anywhere else. Taking any teleports. Right in here. Artech, Master Alphino, my honored friends. As if winning Hraesvelgr to our cause was not enough, you took upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. True saviors of the day were Artech and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's Shade through strength of arms, and other through strength of will. Speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitalier captain. I'm told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. Must be patient, and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Enric is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Egmont and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Yeah. Come, Arctic. 'Twould seem that we are waiting at Fortont Manor. Go up there. Vigil. Pillars. Guard. Welcome, Master Sin. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Alright. Exit. Back there again. Alright. It's been moments since we last asked. Antech, my friend, can I do for you, Savior of Ishgard? You see, Master Alphino? He came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to set us inside, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Smellinger's trial and all that followed. So he is blessed to have such devoted comrades. Sweet. Litany of Peace. Enix appears lost in nostalgia. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. So I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon. We were the only two to survive. Experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, revenge for his younger brother. I venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once. And I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. You see, tell them I'm on my way. Go, 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 go. Quickly. We must go to him. Within the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Several? I mean, the question would also be, how many cutscenes? How long? We've got time. So, I'm ready. Proceed. Set aside sufficient time. I don't know what that is. There are some cutscenes that are like, in other games and things are like hour plus long, so you never know what you're gonna get yourself into here. Yes. How's it looking? How we doing? Not good?
Estinian.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. 'Tis an honor to share the mantle of Azure Dragoon with one such as you.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
Understandable.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept.
Not getting out of government that easily.
And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an azure dragoon for a new age. Thus were the notes of the Dragonsong rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Heaven's word. Yep. And here he is writing all his memoirs that we've been hearing the entire times here. Back. Emmerich, how's it going? Another cutscene! I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Arctic. Hey. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I'm burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. Yeah. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. And am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? What strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? But these questions are for me to answer. Is it not in man's nature to change? It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. Remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Of course. Thank you, Artik. And please convey my warmest regards to Master Alphino. Okay. Alphino's there. Over here, up to there. Yep. One out the in gate. Perfect. Sharn, Vigil. There we go. Man inside, yes. And Tyrant's here too. Alright. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations, and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. Indeed. We get, I think, experience, 10,000 gil, a wind-up Emmerich minion. Amazing. The Dragonsong orchestration roll. Fantastic. And an alpine coat. Neat. Complete. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Yay! Depends if they're actually new spots. I don't really use the airships too much. Oh no, that thing I said earlier. They're going for it, aren't they? Oh boy. Thank you, planners. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected then. This. Aye, there's not to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. I don't know what you're doing. This way. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies. Mandragon rise above, voice joining song. Each shroud bows beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Dun dun dun. Mission complete. Floor the Horde. There you go. Back inside. Nope. Something in there. Paths we walk. Promises kept. What's in here? Inside. It's just a regular quest from House from Top Manservant. You thought House from Manservant first spawned a date not so very long ago. Don't worry about that. Okay. Promises kept. New day dawns in Ishgard. House of Top Night has tidings for you. Alright. We'll see this new day. The dawning of the next day here. Next time. Goodbye.